Hi friends, I'm Nancy Jacobs, the Basket Master, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make these cute little stocking stuffers. This is a candy bar box and it's so quick and so easy to make. You start out with just a piece of scrap paper cut 4 inches by 4.5. So this is perfect for your scraps, and I'm going to lower the camera so you can see what I'm going to do here. I have one of my favorite scrapbooking tools called the Scor-Pal, and with the Scor-Pal we're going to place our paper and it makes scoring so much easier. I've got the 4.5 inches going across horizontally and the 4 inches going up and down vertically. So with our paper in at this point, we're going to go in 1 inch, give it a score, and go an additional 1/2 inch further. And then from this side, I'm going to go over 1 inch and then a 1/2 inch. So I've got 4 score marks at 1 inch and then a 1/2 inch, and then from this side going in 1 inch and then an additional 1/2 inch. Turn your paper 90 degrees, and we're going to make 2 score marks, one at a 1/2 inch in on this side and 1/2 inch in on this side. All right, can you see my little score marks here? Excuse me. All right, we just need to make a few little snips. On this side, I'm going to snip up past the first score mark into the second, and I'm snipping along the score line, past the first one to the second, and I'm doing the same thing on this other side. And then when we're here, we're going to go to the first score line and just snip off that little corner. Turn it around, go to the first score line, give it a snip, and then on this side we're going to snip it at both score marks up to that 1/2 inch score line. So 1, 2, turn it around, and the same thing on the other side. 1, 2. Now all we have to do is fold up our box. So we fold it along all of our score markings. And we're ready to tape. And I like to use my Scotch ATG 700 gun because it's really sticky, and so it's got good strength for these little boxes. And I use it all the time on scrapbooking because I don't want my pictures coming off the paper. All right, let me show you where I've put the tape. I've put it on this little tab right here. I put a second piece on this little tab right here, and then just a little bit along the bottom right there. So let me fold up the box. Start by folding up the bottom. Like I said, this tape is so good and sticky. Does the job. And when you get it to this point here, we're just ready to slip in our candy bar, fold down the little tabs, and then fold over the top. Now what we're ready to do is to embellish the top of our basket. The one thing I have already done is I have cut this little embellishment out using my Cricut machine, and I've used the storybook. Cartridge. I'm using the letter I key and this this accent frame design. And I cut that out with my Cricut at 1 3/4 inches. I have a piece of scrap paper here, and I've got a rubber stamp. I'm going to ink up my rubber stamp here. Stamp it down. Just on my scratch paper. Oops. Good thing I got scratch paper. It didn't quite take the imprint. Let's try it one more time, shall we? Perfect. Now I have a 1 1/4 round punch. When I slip it inside the back here, I can see exactly where I want to punch this out at. So I'll put it down here, I'll center it up, and center it up and give it a punch. I have to stand up for this. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to use my ATG gun. Put a little tape on here. Tape this to my little Cricut cutout. Turn it over again. Put a little more tape. And I'm going to tape this to the box. Try to center it up nicely. And then I'm going to finish. I've got some stickles, and I'm using the diamond color here. And I'm just going to embellish this by putting some little stickles around the outside edge. And I put it on the little curly cues. And I also finished it by putting it on each of the little, I put a little dot on each of the little points of the scallop. And I'm getting ready to go to a scrapbooking crop. There's going to be 16 of us there. So I have made one of these for each person who will be at the crop, and I thought they just turned out as sweet as can be. Here's the finished one where the stickles has dried. And you can see it's so shiny and sparkly, and I think it just looks really nice. I hope everybody enjoys it. And really this goes quick if you make it in an assembly line process. You can make one in really about 2 minutes time. Cut all your papers the same size, get them ready to go, then do your scoring next, do all the rubber stamping next, and it really goes just as quick as can be. But I think this will just be a fun little thing to put in stockings. You could also put a person's name on here, and instead of I have Happy Holidays, you could put their name on here, set this at their place setting at the holiday table, and that's their little place card. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. It was fun for me to make this, and I've been making a bunch of them. I'm going to keep going at it, but I thought you'd enjoy it too. So have a good day. Bye-bye.